Well, looks like you're about ready to sing in the rain.
Slide over here, bud. Get out of the rain.
I know.
That's right. The old Gene Kelly thing, we could sing it together, but let's not.
Well, that's not. He was a little more elegant than you
Yeah,
are.
he was much more elegant. Hello, and welcome to your old news update. I'm Izzy Fitz, high and dry.
And I'm the more wet and warm Bud Driscoll. Well, thanks
That's
for
right.
sharing.
You're right. It's nice to share. Topping the headlines from yesteryear. 50 years ago. It was a wet one.
It was. Well, tell us about it, Izzy.
All right, I will. The rampaging Saline and Solomon Rivers on Tuesday afternoon forced evacuations from lowlands near Lincoln and Beloit. About 12 families were moved from their homes on the west edge of Lincoln. According to the sheriff's office there, the Saline River was heading for a crest at the rate of about 1 foot per hour.
Wow.
But Salina was high and comparatively dry without danger of serious flooding.
Wow.
The city's rural neighbors weren't so lucky, however. The Mulberry Creek left a muddy mess west of the city when it started to recede Tuesday. But the flooding Solomon River had a log jam. There is more. The flooding Solomon River had a log jam. It knocked down a big bridge at the south edge of Delphus on Friday morning. Farther on downstream near Solomon, another flood crest sent water over U.S. Highway 40. That's that away.
Okay.
But traffic was still going through. However, the highway may be closed on Sunday.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking you're all wet.
I think you're right.
But, thanks for sharing.
All right.
We're going to go from 50 to 100 years. We're just going to skip over 50 years of history and go
That's
back
right.
100 years to May 23rd, 1911, where, sorry, I couldn't read that. I had a staple there. Frank Hageman is one of many who believe that the clerks should have at least half a day off each week. In a conversation with the Journal reporter, he said, "There would be no serious injury to business if the merchants should close half a day a week. The clerks ought to have half a day a week off to themselves. They could do many things necessary to be done at home in that half day, which they do not get a chance to do at night. And they could have a half a day's recreation, which every clerk needs during the hot months especially."
We're going to have to change Hageman's name to Mr. Drysdale from
I
the
know.
Beverly Hillbillies.
I know, half a day off.
Yeah, he was an old stooge just like that.
I know, but you gotta give them at least half a day to rest and relax.
Yep. Well, here's another subject. May 23rd, 1911. Preparations for the high school commencement are now complete.
I think commitment's better.
Yeah. The class to be graduated is the largest in the history of the high school. 16 boys and 30 girls. But they didn't have any problem getting prom dates.
I guess not.
They were in high demand, those
There's
fellas.
almost 2 girls to each boy.
That's right.
I mean, that's
Lucky
pretty
guys.
good odds.
That's
You don't get
right.
that anymore. Okay, it's May 24th, 1911.
The next day,
Yes, the next day, the trial of the case of J.S. Schrader versus George Roll, and I don't think they were high school students.
no.
A suit to recover damages caused by the running loose of chickens on the plaintiff's wheat and other crops culminated in Justice Wagstaff's court at noon today when a jury of 6 men, well, they only had 6 in those days, returned a verdict of $27 for Schrader, and he asked for $90.
He was
damage.
hoping for 90.
$90 in 1911, that's several hundred today.
That's like a half a tank of gas today.
You're not kidding on that, buddy.
Yep. Well, we're going to take a moment and give a shout out to our sponsor.
Shout out!
Hello, Smoky Hill River Festival. Smoky Hill River Festival. Smoky Hill Museum. The River Festival's coming up.
But they both have Smoky in it.
That's right. Smoky Hill Museum, 211 West Iron. On June the 2nd, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m.
That's first Thursday.
It's a first Thursday presentation. It's called the Story of Nicodemus. The only black settlement west of still around that's west of the Mississippi River, right?
Right, and they're going to have a
It's a
reenactment.
fascinating story. I know this lady, and she's quite a gal.
Actually,
Her
I've
name is
interviewed her too.
Yep, Angela Bates. She's going to be here, and she's going to give details of the slave experience as told by those who endured it, and she's going to tell of the efforts to solicit them as settlers. This is a fascinating story. Angela is a great storyteller, and I advise you to go.
That's right, June 2nd.
Admission is free.
That's right, and you can't ask for better than that.
That's right. Read more about the way things used to be in the look back sections of Monday's Salina Journal.
Yes, and you have a good wet weekend, hopefully, at least part of it. And we'll see you yesterday.